viewers, welcome to Module 1, Introduction to Business Process Management, Organizational Culture, and Total Quality Management. That is a mouthful. Looking down here at the Module 1 layout, we have the introductions, which everybody has been participating in. Open exercise, that is kind of a brain teaser, get your mind in the game, see what you remember, what you forgot about, TQM or quality management programs. Interactive elective, obviously that's more in depth. You'll find the videos there. You'll find the required readings, which have additional readings added to those as well. And we move on to the discussion forum, which we have weekly, due by Thursday midnight every week. We'll have a topic of discussion for each week, and we'll get into Module 1 here in a second. Mastery exercises right there, below there, those are scored, so you have multiple times to get the answers right, basically. So, and a portfolio reminder, and we'll pop back down to that in a little bit. So going over to the discussion forum, talk about post-Japanese economic issues. One of the things that happened there with Japan after World War II, about 1950 or so, was a gentleman called, or Dr. W. Edwards Deming, who was brought over to Japan and worked with the Japanese industry to get them back on their feet after World War II. So at a Tokyo convention, Convention Center, Deming was delivering a speech on what he called statistical production administration. And many Japanese credit Deming as one of the inspirations for what has become known as Japanese post-war economic miracle of 1950 and 1960. When Japan rose from the ashes of war on the road to becoming the second largest economy in the world through processes partially influenced by the ideas of what Deming taught. So what Deming taught basically was better design of product improvement service, high level of uniform product quality, improvement of the product testing, the workplace and research centers, greater sales through side markets outside of Japan, basically going global. So it's kind of a little brief history on what Deming did and how he influenced it. So the bottom line of the question here is, we're talking about markets. Who's best in the market? Japan is, U.S. is, Europe is, Britain is, Germany is. Who is the best? It's always that tug of war. We are better than you are. Japanese, surge past made in the United States a lot of quality. You have Japanese factories like Toyota in the U.S. who produce their products for the U.S. market, as well as you have German factories in the U.S. that produce their products. And notoriously, between Toyota and Volkswagen, probably the most two renowned products throughout the world. So, what country produces superior products and services? And of course, that's very subjective. If you could. And we have to look at that a little objectively. So, explain your position on the terms of the elements. Excuse me. What makes that country good? What quality programs do they follow? And what makes them a global leader? And what could make them a global leader over the next 30 years and why? So I gave some statistics down here. Let's see, workforce quality. And it's pretty interesting here. 5 is high, 1 is low. So UK is K through 12 spending. They spend a lot of stuff on education. Higher education space, they kind of fall in the middle. Family income, they kind of fall in the middle. Labor productivity are up there. Labor support, they're up there. And go over to Sweden, and of course you got to compare it to the U.S. We notoriously know we're pretty bad on spending on education, but we're good on spending higher education. So it's kind of flip-flop back and forth, reversed. Family income is always a kind of an issue, especially like equal pay for equal work, women and men. Labor productivity, we're pretty much the same across the board, except Japan kind of drops down there a little bit. As well as labor support, we have labor unions. A lot of other countries don't have labor unions. So, that's a good way to gauge what country is going to put out quality products. Because you have to have an educated workforce to get out there and produce the products and perform in the workplace and be part of the company. So you got to start from basics. You can look at another way. You can look at statistics of the quality of the products put out. Cars, who puts out the best cars, who puts out the best computers, who computer boards, etc., stuff like that. Have fun with this. Do your research. It's a really intriguing and interesting topic we'll discuss. I look forward to everybody's participation. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Have a great